Today, I want to go over why you need to aim for headshots in Battlefield 6, because in this game, headshots do more than just add damage. They bypass sweet spot limitations, secure kills at any range, and make your sniping far more reliable. A big part of this conversation comes down to how sniper rifles function in Battlefield 6, in particular with the main sniper rifles. Body shots can heavily be influenced by the sweet spot range, so sometimes a torso shot does exactly what you want it to do, but other times that shot just leaves somebody weak, lets them get to cover, or forces you into a second follow-up shot. And this is where the issue lies. A body shot might be useful, but it's not always definitive. It can depend on your range, the weapon you're using, and whether or not you actually get a chance to follow up with a second shot. So while a body shot can create pressure, it often doesn't fully solve the problem to begin with. And this is where headshots matter so much, because a headshot doesn't care about a sweet spot range or whether you're a little too close or a little too far. If you land it, you get the kill. That's a huge difference, because now you're not relying on the enemy failing to react or staying exposed long enough for you to follow up with a second shot. And you're also not relying on a teammate to clean up the damage that you already did. You just end the fight immediately. And this is why headshots are so valuable in Battlefield 6. They remove a lot of the uncertainty that body shots create. And now I think things get more interesting when we start looking at the rate of fire for each sniper rifle. The SV98 and PSR sit at 38 rounds per minute, while the ESR sits at 43. These three have a sweet spot range, but the Mini Scout doesn't, so to offset that, it shoots at 47 rounds per minute. So when comparing the M2010 to the SV98 and PSR, we're talking about a 13% increase in potential follow-up speed, while the Mini Scout gives you a potential 24% increase over the SV98 and PSR. Granted, it's only about 9% higher than the M2010. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the faster a sniper rifle can cycle, the more potential it has to keep pressure on people and convert shots into kills. But that potential matters most when you're actually ending fights cleanly and quickly. And the fastest way to do this is with a headshot. This goes into why I always recommend the Mini Scout over every other sniper rifle in the game. Because even though it doesn't have a sweet spot to fall back on, it makes up for it with a higher rate of fire, potential for larger magazine capacity, and having the straight pull bolt equipped by default, which makes follow-up shots that much easier. Granted, if you're using the Mini Scout and not consistently going for headshots, then you're leaving a lot of the weapon's value on the table, because even though it cycles faster and allows for faster follow-up shots, that's time where you could have lined up a shot on somebody else entirely. So in the same amount of time, you could have potentially had 2 kills as opposed to 1 while going for body shots. And to me, this is where the difference between being an average sniper and above average sniper really starts to show. While average snipers are often satisfied with just landing the hit, strong snipers care about where that hit landed. Because a body shot can make you useful and put pressure on the opposing team, but a headshot makes you lethal. It removes the target from the fight immediately and gives you much more consistent way to create opportunities, not just for yourself, but for your team. This is why I think players who constantly settle for center mass can hold themselves back without realizing it. They're building a habit around partial value instead of decisive value. So at the end of the day, that's why you need to aim for headshots in Battlefield 6. It isn't because body shots are worthless, and it's not because every shot has to be perfect, but because headshots bypass the sweet spot limitations while guaranteeing kills at every range. They also reduce uncertainty and make the most out of your potential when it comes to kills on the battlefield. So if you actually want to become more dangerous with sniping in Battlefield 6, one of the biggest mindset shifts that you can make is to stop treating headshots like a bonus and start treating them like the standard. But I'm curious, what do you think? Do you feel Battlefield 6 rewards headshot-focused sniping enough right now, or do body shots still feel a little too forgiving? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'll catch you on the next one. RAMTEID out.